Welcome to your first free guitar lesson with LMAT. The first thing I'm going to show you is how to hold your guitar. Place your guitar on your right leg and make sure that your leg remains level so it doesn't slip off. With our right hand, we're going to hold the pick. Place the pick on your index finger and clamp it down with your thumb. There are 6 strings on the guitar, which are called E, A, D, G, B, and E. There's an easy way to remember this. It goes elephant and donkeys grow big ears. Let's practice alternate picking each string. We're going to start on the top E string, which is called the top E string as it's higher in pitch. Top E string, bottom E string. Let's practice picking each string 8 times. Now with our left hand, we're going to fret notes using the fretboard. As you can see, we have these metal frets on the neck, which act like piano keys do. So wherever you place your finger determines what note you get. When I say place your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the top E string, it doesn't mean place it directly on the metal fret because you'll get a dead sound. Place it just behind. I'm now going to show you how to play a popular chord progression using 3 power chords. The first power chord is G5. Place your first finger on the bottom E string, 3rd fret. Then place your 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the A string. Power chords are 2-note chords, so we only need to strum the 2 strings that our fingers are on. So your G5 should sound like this. The next chord is D5. We just use the same pattern as we used for G5. We move it up to the 5th fret and down 1 string. So your first finger's on the 5th fret of the A string and your 3rd finger's on the 7th fret of the D string. Again, we only strum the strings that our fingers are on. The last chord is A5. Take your D5 pattern and move it up to the bottom E string. So your first finger is on the 5th fret of the bottom E string and your 3rd finger is on the 7th fret of the A string. Again, make sure you only strum the strings that your fingers are on. So your A5 should sound like this. Now, to strum that as a progression, I'd like you to strum G5 4 times, D5 4 times, and A5 8 times, like this. So G5, D5, and A5. Why not practice playing along with me? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the beauty of power chords are that you can move them anywhere on the neck using the same pattern. So here's our G5 chord that we learned earlier. But we can move that down to the first fret to play an F5 chord. Or we can move it to the second fret on the A string to play a B5 chord. Or to the third fret to play a C5 chord. So why not try experimenting with these power chords by moving them around the neck to see what kind of progressions you can come up with. Try and keep the thumb of your left hand on the back of the neck, roughly in the middle, and if you feel like you're getting a cramp at any time, do take a break. That's the end of your first free guitar lesson. Why not check out our online graded guitar lessons, which could help you to achieve an internationally recognised qualification.